Yo, what's up, guys? So it's time for some uplifting video. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all about the time that she made that. He sent me a couple stories, so I'm gonna tell 3 of them today if I can. I'm gonna put fit two in the video. I'm gonna make a lot more today. But anyway, listen. So this one is I call it sunny. I'm gonna call it sunny side up. I call the story sunny side up. He says I'm gonna use me. I'm gonna say me, my homeboy, but whatever. Okay. So one day I was in bed, feeling a little sad because some of my friends they were busy that day and they couldn't call or just chill or whatever. So I was just chilling in bed, bored. So then she texted me, "Hey baby," she texted me, "Hey baby." I'm like, "Oh hey." She said, "Sorry, we can't call for a little." I'm like, "Oh okay, that's fine. We can call." So she said we can call later with friends. I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." So she's asked me, and she's asked me how she's doing. So then I'm just sitting there texting her, just all happy, just and then out of nowhere she says, no, I didn't wait, then out of nowhere she says, "Hey baby, guess what?" I'm like, what's up? She FaceTime me. I'm like, baby. So then I join and I join I answer and I answer her call and I'm like, hi. She says, hey. I'm like, hi. She says, hey. I'm like, hi. She says, hey. And I'm just sitting there like, Believe it or not, I am a big, huge blusher. Like honestly, I blush a lot when it comes to her raising me up. Like, okay, I know y'all think, I bet you always raise her up, make her blush, make her smile. Nah, it's the other way around actually. Believe it or not, she's the man. Believe it or not, she's the man in the relationship. Honestly. Anyway, moving on. I'm like, I thought you were busy. That she said, and it doesn't matter. I want to call you. I'm like, oh. She said her head was hurting a little, so I stayed a little quiet. Cause honestly, I'm not that loud of a person. I'm honest. I'm not that loud of a person. Right, right. Stop, stop, stop doing that face that you. Stop doing that face that you do when you're like, You're doing it again. My goodness. But anyway, so we called to like 11 and she had to go. I'm like, oh, love you. I give her a kiss on the phone and then she left. Every time I would just stare at her content, just like, dang, I miss her so much. Anyway, next story. Okay, this next story has to so this next story, I'll call this one. Okay, she doesn't know this part of the story, but this is how it played out. I'll call this one the reckoning. So one day, we were on call with a couple friends, blah blah blah, and I was just scrolling. Okay, this is before me and her started dating. So they were talking about hear me out. So then I'm like, I don't have any hear me outs because I like you and you only. But I couldn't tell her that like straight up. So if she ever hears this, I'm cooked. When after these 2 weeks, I'm cooked because she might be really like upset. She's like, "How come you never told me this?" Well, listen. Here. Stick with me here. Stick with me here. So they're talking about hear me out. So then I'm like, I don't have. So then I turned on the volume because I didn't feel like getting jealous. And I turned on the volume because I didn't feel like getting jealous. So then they started talking. So then afterwards, I turned it back up. So then they asked me. So they asked me, what's your hear me out? I'm like, oh, I don't have one. So I just used a fake funny character. And everyone started laughing. I'm like, yeah, sure, I have a hear me out. At first I was like, what even is a hear me? Anyway. So then I couldn't just tell her, hey, I don't actually have a hear me out. I like you and you only. So can we not talk about hear me outs? Because honestly, I don't have any hear me outs. Okay, and I bet some of you are like, if you liked her, just tell her. You see, now that's the thing. I didn't want to come off as too possessive or clingy. Because if I would have told her straight up, like, hey, I don't appreciate you having to hear me out. You know, I didn't want to scare her off, basically. That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to scare her off or make her feel weird. So I kept it a secret. And y'all will too. Fuck. No one share this video, neither remix it, please. Dead serious, please don't. But it was just like I was just so I was just so flushed and so embarrassed. I'm still kind of blushing about the day. But then like something happened, and I'm not gonna repeat what she was like if I repeat what. She was just too beautiful, and I just couldn't. So I was like, okay, fine. But mostly but mostly I didn't have any hearing aids. But she doesn't know this part of the story because I didn't want to tell her, because I would have felt even more flushed if I were to tell her that day I got really jealous, and I didn't have any hearing aids because I liked her, because she really liked me at first too. But anyway, moving on to the next story. This next story I call. I was like, I gotta figure out a name. I know what this. I know what to call this. The two blushers. There we go. Listen to this. Okay, so we hopped on a group iPhone call, and we were just all called. So then everyone. Okay, bro. Word to my like. Okay, I know some of them had to be up to this. They all gave each other looks that I think they all gave each other looks, and then the next thing I heard was, "All right, guys, well I gotta get to bed. I gotta go to school. I gotta get to school tomorrow." Someone else said, "Oh yeah, I have a test tomorrow," and the other person was like, "Oh yeah, I have to wake up early so I can go I have to wake up early so I can go do something." So it was just me and her in the call. So then I'm just now realizing those efforts left me in the call with her on purpose. So I'm trying my best to be like, hi. And she's like, hey. So then me and her just start talking about something random, like something really random. So then she was like, okay, I can't do this alone. I need somebody else here. So then I'm like, so she knows, like she didn't sit, like she didn't. I'm not like analyzing her face. I'm not doing none of that Myra and stuff. She said that out loud right in front of me. It was too cute. I could not just like, it was just too cute. So I'm like, oh my. So she ends up calling one of her friends into the call. She's like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?" So she was like, "Thank you." She couldn't be in the call alone because she was too nervous to either. I'm not sure, she was either too nervous to mess it up or something else. So then her friend left. So then I managed to get her mind off of being on alone and call with me, and we talked about we talked about relatable stuff like we talk about relatable stuff like when you go to school and when you go to school and either you're getting bullied or someone wants to like, mess with you, and you tell the teacher they don't do jack at all. Like I'm tell you a story about that in a second. But yeah. But after that, she had to go, but actually, I had pretty much fun. I'm gonna tell you a quick one more quick story. Back in school, okay. Back in school, I was just chilling, and my mom gave me about five. No, she gave me $10. She gave my brother $10 and me $10 to get some snacks from my school and Boys and Girls Club. So I went to the school. So I was at lunch. I bought a big bag of fruit snacks, two of them, and for the rest of my $8, I was gonna go to Boys and Girls Club, use the vending machine, get a couple bags of Skittles, and also get some nachos from Boys and Girls Club too. And please tell me why. Tell me why. I sat down. I opened one of them. I'm snacking on it. Everyone's staring at me. My friend who was like, "Can I get some?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." My other friend, I'm like, "Okay, sure, that's it." So I started eating them. So then this got a reminder. This was back in second grade. This is second grade. So I'm eating my fruit snack. So then I open up the second bag after I'm done eating. So then in second grade, there was these two people I somewhat knew. They were dating too, so that made it even more weird. They walked up and they were like, "Give us some." I'm like, "No." They're like, "Give us some, or give us $1 so we can go buy one." So I'm like, "No, I don't want to," because I didn't get along with the girl, and the guy he got me in trouble like a month ago, so I didn't like him. So they were like, "Give us." So then I'm like, they're like, "I'm gonna tell the teacher." So then she told the teacher, and the teacher explained, "Well, sweetheart, that's his money. He doesn't have to give it to you if he doesn't want to." So they wouldn't stop bothering me. So then so she tried to go in my pocket and grab my money. So in my brain I knew that if she grabs my money and she takes it and I go tell the teacher is just gonna take the money and then take it for herself because she would not give it. She would definitely not give it back because she would just take it. Be like, all right, since y'all can't be quiet over this money, I'm gonna take it. So I'm like, oh hell no. I mean, oh heck no. So I'm like, no. So I pushed her off, and then her boyfriend, hopped on my back, and she hopped on my back. So then I'm like, get off of me. So I pushed them down some stairs. Okay, calm down. It wasn't like stairs, but they were somewhat technically stairs. So they fell down. And the teacher was already in the hallway in the lunch hallway, so she didn't see or hear anything. So I just kept it pushing. I just kept walking. I didn't say anything to nobody. So I kept walking. I didn't say anything. So what happened? Oh, was that. So then so fast forward a little bit more in the classroom. So in the classroom, a couple days later, somebody was messing with me. So I'm like, bro, leave me alone. He wouldn't leave me alone. So I told the teacher, she didn't do jack. So then we went outside for recess. He kicked wood chips into my eye and into my shoe. So all the girls were talking to the teacher about her new hairdo, and all the boys were just like chilling. And I'm just like, I gotta end this because I don't want it to be too long because they won't let me post if it's too long. So anyway, what I'm saying is, so I'm like, screw it. So I chased him around, I tackled him, I started hitting him. So the teacher pulled no, back up. He wouldn't leave me alone, so I told the teacher. She said she didn't do anything. She said something along the lines of, "Well, stay away from him." And he kept coming closer to me. I told her that. She was like, we'll just try to stay away from him, okay?" So she went back to talk to the girls. So I'm like, so I just sat down and he wouldn't leave me alone. So I just chased him and I hit him. So the teacher pulled me off of him and I got in trouble. Oh, anyway, I bet she. Anyway, but yeah, that's it for today. Oh no. I said that for the atmosphere. I'm gonna post more today, okay? Y'all keep looking, okay? Later. And I'm gonna end the video.